Very good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the current affairs class. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to cover 22nd and 23rd March CA. (22nd and 23rd March). Let's begin with the first part, which is ESI Finance and business news. So the first news which we have is Government of India has withdrawn 20% duty on onion exports. See, here you need to understand this thing, why we have withdrawn 20% duty on onion exports. If you recently see, exports domestic availability ensure करने के लिए sometimes they impose these kind of duties, right? What happened in the previous few months, if you look at the trend, the retail level inflation was high. That is due to the food inflation. So if domestic supply is not apt and you are exporting that thing, so supply would get reduced, demand remaining high or constant, there's a difference and the price rises. So to boost up domestic demand, the duty was imposed, but then now you see retail level inflation, particularly the food inflation, has eased quite substantially from past as compared to past few months. So that's why this has been withdrawn. That is the entire news. 20% duty jo thi, it has been withdrawn on onion exports. Now this is important, we have covered this news in the budget also. So government has notified significant revisions to the turnover and investment criteria for classifying MSMEs, which is going to be effective from your 1st April 2025. बजट में भी हमने डिस्कस किया था, अभी गवर्नमेंट ने नोटिफाई कर दिया है टर्नओवर और इन्वेस्टमेंट का जो क्राइटेरिया होता है टू क्लासिफाई द एमएसएमईज इनटू माइक्रो मीडियम एंड micro, small and medium enterprises has been revised. This is going to be very important. Everyone, please remember the revised criteria both for the investment limit as well as for the turnover limit. Let's see first of all the investment limit which has been revised. So the revised investment limit for micro enterprises is 2.5 crores, right? So basically you can easily remember, if you remember the previous figures, investment limits, they have been raised by 2.5 times. 2.5 times, right? So one has been increased to 2.5 crores. Just a second. 2.5 crores. Then next, this is for micro. For small enterprises, it has been revised to 25 crores. For medium enterprises, it has been revised to 125 crores. Okay. And if you look at the turnover limit, so for small, it is 10 crores. Sorry, for micro, it is 10 crores. For small, it is 100 crores. And for medium enterprises, it is 500 crores. So these are the revised criteria for investment and turnover limits of MSMEs. They will be classified as per this. So basically, if you look at the figures, investment limits को 2.5 times increase किया है और जो आपका turnover limit है, it's just the double. So the turnover limit has been doubled. Please remember everyone, this is going to be very important for the examination. Also, we have seen in the news that Zomato is planning to change its name to Eternal Limited. So it has got the permission, approval from the Corporate Affairs Ministry to change the name to Eternal Limited. Okay, remember that, Eternal Limited. And it will comprise 4 major businesses as of now: Zomato, Blinkit, District and Hyperpure. All these will be coming under this new name, which is Eternal Limited. Next news says, according to the data released by IMF recently, India is now the 5th largest country in terms of GDP in the world. So it can be important to remember, right? 5th largest country in terms of GDP. After which country? So remember all of them: US, China, Germany and Japan. So top 5 you can remember. US is the top one. US, China, Germany and Japan. सो इंडिया का क्या रैंक है? 5th रैंक है, रिमेंबर दैट. Next news is the Department of Posts has introduced 40% withdrawal functionality. See, ये पहले से था, अभी सिर्फ नोटिफाई किया है, राइट, नया नहीं है. So 40% withdrawal functionality इंट्रोड्यूस की है, नोटिफाई की है for the Mahila Samman savings scheme. Mahila Samman savings scheme is another saving scheme introduced by the government where women particularly can earn interest and save simultaneously. So according to this feature, 40% after completion of 1 year, partial withdrawal है, up to 40% of the eligible balance can be availed of after the expiry of 1 year from the date of opening of the account. जब भी आपने अकाउंट ओपन किया है, whenever you have opened up the account, after that, whenever the 1 year gets completed, you can withdraw 40% of the amount. So that is providing some kind of flexibility to the account, right? So remember this thing, saving schemes बहुत important है. 40% is going to be. Also some typical features of the Mahila Samman savings scheme. It was launched recently on 1st April 2023 and it is valid up to 31st March 2025. So I would ask you to remember these two dates because it is in news recently and it is not very outdated. Age is 18 years and above, you are eligible. Interest कितना ऑफर हो रहा है? 7.5% per annum. Also lock-in period क्या है? 2 साल का. And you see 1 year gets completed, 40% can be withdrawn. Minimum deposit कितना है? 1000 rupees. Maximum deposit कितना है? 2 lakh. See, I've again telling you and I've always emphasized on this thing that saving schemes ke these features you must remember. Make short notes out of them or try to remember anyway. You will get some of the questions in the examinations, right? So these are important. Minimum, maximum, minimum 1000, maximum is 2 lakh. Investment mode क्या है? Offline है. Investment online नहीं है, offline जाके आपको जमा करवाना पड़ेगा through the designated financial institutions. The next one says the tech giant Microsoft has signed 30-year carbon removal afforestation deal in India. तो इन्होंने 30 साल का carbon removal agreement sign किया है, right? Who are the partners? Climate Impact Partners, Project Development, Terra Natural Capital for financing Microsoft for long-term purchase commitment. Objective क्या है? Afforestation करना और carbon dioxide को remove करना. प्रोजेक्ट लोकेशन क्या रहेगी जहां पर दे आर प्लानिंग टू रिमूव सो मच टन्स ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज द पन्ना एफॉरेस्टेशन प्रोजेक्ट. पन्ना इज वेरी फेमस, यू सी इट इज इन मध्य प्रदेश, राइट? सो पन्ना एफॉरेस्टेशन प्रोजेक्ट एंड कमिटमेंट क्या है? माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हैज committed to purchase 1.5 million tons of verified carbon removal credits of 30 years, over 30 years. Now carbon credits आपको पता ही है, what are carbon credits? Carbon credits are certificates, ठीक है? If you buy them, you have to comply with this thing. तो जो भी carbon credits हैं, carbon credits आपको अप्रूवल देते हैं. वन सर्टिफिकेट, इफ यू सी, वन सर्टिफिकेट अलाउज यू टू प्रोड्यूस सर्टेन टन्स ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. तो इससे क्या होता है? यू गेट कमिटेड कि ठीक है इतना ही हम प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. कार्बन मार्केट ऐसे ही काम करता है, राइट? तो कार्बन क्रेडिट्स के थ्रू माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इज गोइंग टू डू दिस. रिमेंबर द लोकेशन, पन्ना इन मध्य प्रदेश. पन्ना इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट साइट ऑफ डायमंड माइनिंग. ओके, तो इंडिया में डायमंड बहुत ज़्यादा जगह नहीं मिलता है. आई थिंक ओनली दिस वन इज दी साइट, पन्ना इन मध्य प्रदेश. डायमंड के लिए भी जाना जाता है. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर JP Nadda has announced expansion of its TB elimination campaign to all districts across the country. Now what you need to remember is what is the target by which we have a goal to eliminate TB from the country. So center has a goal of eliminating tuberculosis by 2025. By 2025. So now more districts have been included. So total number of districts have been increased to 445. You can remember this figure. You must remember this figure. 445. The number has increased to 445. Okay, and you see India has set this target which is 5 years ahead of the SDG target of 2030. तो जो हमारा sustainable development goal है, sustainable development goals में we have a target to eliminate at the global level, eliminate the TB by 2030. But now we have adopted 5 years earlier, that is 2025 तक we are planning to eliminate TB. Remember that. Next one is IIT Madras has launched Zero E Mission, comprehensive set of mobility initiatives across different domains. So basically this is e-mobility being spearheaded by Department of Engineering and Design IIT Madras, where they want to speed up the EV transition in India. Electric vehicles का जो transition है, adoption है, infrastructure है, उसमें they want to get some speed. Next one is your NSE, National Stock Exchange, has started settling trades of its unlisted shares electronically. Listed का तो आपको mechanism पता ही है, but unlisted shares भी trade होते हैं, right? तो जो unlisted shares हैं, NSE has started settling their trade electronically only. Now they will be settled through Central Depository Services Limited, CDSL. CDSL के through it is settling them. Remember this thing. It is settling them via CDSL, unlisted shares. And unlisted shares क्या है? Of course, you know they are privately held, right? They are not traded on the public stock exchange. Under this new system, the shareholders can transfer their unlisted NSE shares using a delivery instruction slip through CDSL. CDSL के through they can transfer it. Next one is DGCA has instructed all the airlines to actively inform passengers about their rights as well as passenger-centric regulations. The airlines, they must share the online link to the passenger charter available on the ministry's website via SMS or WhatsApp whenever a ticket is booked. जब भी कोई टिकट बुक होगा तो जितने भी एयरलाइंस हैं दे आर मैंडेटेड कि जो भी टिकट बुक हो रहा है एविएशन में यू नोटिफाई दैट पर्सन शुड बी इन्फॉर्म्ड, मस्ट बी इन्फॉर्म्ड ऑफ हिज और हर राइट्स, जो भी राइट्स हैं वाइल ट्रैवलिंग. ऑल्सो पैसेंजर रिलेटेड जो इंफॉर्मेशन है, इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैं, रेगुलेशंस हैं. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ensuring पैसेंजर सेफ्टी. देन Brigade Group, which is a Bangalore-based real estate company, it has teamed up with the Nikhil Kamat's investment firm Gruhas to launch India's first Earth Fund. Okay, India's first Earth Fund. What is going to do? It is an investment initiative focused on real estate, tech and sustainability. So this is first Earth Fund. It will be focusing on real estate technological development, also sustainability in the real estate domain. Tier 1, Tier 2 cities में it will be investing in technology, remember. Then moving on to regulatory bodies, RBI recently has raised ATM interchange fees effectively from 1st May 2025. तो ये आपका daily life के लिए भी important है. Now you must know that interchange क्या होता है? When your bank account is in some different bank and you withdraw the cash from a different bank's ATM. तो जो fees charge होती है, I think 3 up to 3 you have no fees, but उस लिमिट के बाद जो लिमिट के बाद आप अगर दूसरे एटीएम से, दूसरे बैंक के एटीएम से विड्रॉ करते हैं, so you are charged a fees that has been increased. So it is important and it is effective from 1st May 2025. What is the revision in the fees? So financial transactions जितने भी हैं, financial transactions में क्या क्या आएगा आपका? Cash withdrawal, any fund transfer, etc. Rupees 90 has been the fees from previous 17. So पहले 17 रुपए चार्ज लगता था, but now on each withdrawal after you exhaust the free limit, जैसे अभी 3 दी हुई है, right? उसको exhaust करने के बाद per transaction पे rupees 19 will be the new fees, rupees 19 per transaction. And the non-financial transactions, जो non-financial transactions है, like you want to inquire your balance, so balance inquiry, mini statement, पिन चेंज, इन सब पे Earlier it was 6 rupees, now it would be 7 rupees. ठीक है, तो फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शंस पे द न्यू fee, sorry, not fine, new fee would be rupees 19, and on the non-financial transactions the new fees would be rupees 7. Last is the banking news. Banking news mein you have Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda has recently launched mDigi Next mobile application. mDigi Next mobile application. What is it? This is to exclusively cater to the cash management needs of its corporate customers. जो भी cash management needs हैं उसके लिए बनाया है for the corporate customers. So it is offering payment functionalities that help businesses manage their working capital and cash flows. In turn will bring in greater efficiencies and facilitate faster execution. तो क्या होता है, जो आपके corporate entities हैं, businesses हैं, they require liquid money, right, for their day-to-day transactions as working capital. So making it easy to get access to cash. This is about Bank of Baroda's mDigi Next mobile application. अभी Android पे है, but then sooner it would be available on the iOS. So that's it for 22nd and 23rd March CA. Now let's discuss the top 5 MCQs. First question. The government has notified significant revisions to the turnover and investment criteria for MSMEs. You have to tell me what is the revised turnover limit for the medium enterprises. जो medium enterprises हैं उनकी turnover limit क्या है? Revised one. Yes, everyone. Tell me. Anyone? What is the revised turnover limit of the medium enterprises? So the correct answer here is rupees 500 crores. Option D. Not 100 crores, it is 500, okay? 500. We are not talking about investment, we are talking about turnover criteria. So it is 500 crores. Next one. Just a second. Next one. According to the data released by the IMF, India is now which number of largest country in terms of GDP in the world? So this is quite commonsensical. आप question से ही देख सकते हैं. Number of countries have been given. So US, China, Germany, Japan. India is 5th one. Option B. Remember that. India is the 5th largest economy in terms of GDP as per latest data by IMF. Next question. Department of Post has recently introduced how much percentage of withdrawal functionality for the Mahila Samman savings scheme after the completion of 1 year from the account opening date? How much withdrawal functionality has been introduced? It is 40%. All right, 40%. Yes, 40%. Then next one. Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare has announced the expansion of TB elimination campaign to all districts across the country. Total number of districts have been increased to how many? Total number of districts have been increased to how many? $445, earlier 347. Okay, yeah, so it has been increased to 445. Remember that. All right. Then next question. NSE has started settling trades of its unlisted shares electronically, making a major shift from the previous manual process. Now, these transactions will be handled through which of the following? They are being handled through, yes, tell me, CDSL, right? So, remember, option D is the right answer here, right? They are being settled through CDSL. Now, this is your learning exercise for today. RBI has raised ATM interchange fees with effect from 1st May 2025. You have to tell me what is the new fees per transaction for the financial transactions. This is your homework question. You will be telling me the answer in the comment section. Okay, so today we don't have that page of the last question, but I can discuss the question with you. So the question was, which of the following financial services has got permission to establish a global sports VC fund? तो जो last question मैंने आप लोगों को दिया था उसका आंसर था यशा ग्लोबल कैपिटल, right? यशा ग्लोबल कैपिटल. That was the question which I gave you in the last class, and that's it for today's session. I will be there in the next session with next set of news. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Have a good day. Thank you.